Hey guys, what's going on? Chris here from fulllifefreedom.com. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we're going to talk about Merch by Amazon, 3 ways in how you can tear out the 100 tier fast. We'll start now. Right, so we're assuming that you've got to obviously now to 100 tier. Next stage is you want to get to 500. How are you going to do that, and how are you going to do it relatively quickly? Well, the quickest way I can advise, and it's something that I did, given it was a long time ago, but I would still do today. My advice would be to first and foremost, before trying to create any more designs to rush and fill up those 75 slots that you've got available, first of all you need to take note of what's already been sold thus far. So if you've been tiered up to 100, then it means that you've already sold 25 shirts. So this is what I would do. I would first go over the 25 sales that I've had and pull the top 3 selling shirts out of that. Meaning, I'm going to look at the top 3 selling shirts and figure out, obviously it'll tell you, you know what shirts the design's on, but find out obviously what niches they're in. What are the 3 best selling niches and topics that you've created designs on already? And then we'll target those niches in depth with the 75 slots that you have available, or however many slots you've got left of the 100 that you need to fill. So let's say, for example, you've got 75 slots. I would pick the 3 best sellers that I've sold already, and let's say, for example, one was in the soccer niche, one was in the dad and father niche, and another one was in wine, alcohol, beer, etc. niche. I would split the 75 slots I have available of the 100 to split them up into 3, and I would publish 25 shirts a piece in those 3 niches, because it's going to give you depth into markets that you know have already sold and has proven to have buying customers out there. There's no point, in my opinion, and this is, I wouldn't advise it because I'll tell you why in a second, but there's no point as to trying to fill 75 slots or your 100 slots up that you have available with 100 different niches, because it's almost going to get you nowhere. Yes, you're going to make sales here, there, but ultimately you're not maximising what you already know, which is niches that have potential customers and buyers out there, and proven buyers out there that you've already sold to. So there's a phrase, you know, there's an old saying, which is, a man who tries to catch 2 rabbits catches none. The point I'm trying to make there is, don't try and diversify right across the board. Just pick what you already know that sells, to the top 3 niches that you've already sold so far, and go deep, meaning go volume wise, and create as many t-shirts as you can of the niches that you know have already sold from the 25 you've already sold from being tiered up. That's the first piece of advice. So start with that strategy first, figure it out, create more t-shirts on what's already sold in summary, and start with that first, and start uploading on a daily basis to make sure that you're maximising your daily allowance of your slots and daily upload allowance. As every day, do not miss a day, it's not worth it. You're only going to be setting yourself back whilst competition is getting ahead. That's the first and foremost point. Second point, don't be afraid to spend money. Now what do I mean by that is, if you're not already doing so, this is the time when you should be doing it when you're at the 100 tier, which is running AMS campaigns, Amazon Marketing Services. It's your pay-per-click sponsored listings for your t-shirts. Now, when I say don't be afraid to spend money, the reason is because ultimately you want to get tiered up. It's always going to be about volume in the long run, you know, to make the kind of money that you want to make on the upper end. I would happily, the way I best describe it is, I would happily happily spend $10 to make $11 back, as much as I could all day long, because you're always going to be in profit. So if you've got to spend $10 to get 11 back, then it's a win-win. There's no way of losing. Now with AMS, and I've mentioned this before, like I've said, if you run your campaigns on automatic targeting at just $5 a day, and on top of that your design isn't super amateur, where it's at least average or above, where in the sense, obviously it's going to be subjective, but in the sense that you know it's not a crappy design, for want of a better expression. It's not that. So if you start doing that and set your daily budget to $5 a day, I can assure you your cost per click and what you'll be spending on getting people to click on your listing isn't going to be astronomical. It's going to be literally a matter of cents. So meaning, let's take for instance, hypothetically as an example, every shirt that you have, you're going to make $5 on a sale, right? Someone buys it, you make $5. Well, let's take for instance, if your cost per click on your marketing campaigns is 25 cents, let's just say for instance, could be small, could be less, could be more. But let's just say for instance, as a mean average, 25 cents per click. What you're going to find is you've got 20 opportunities or 20 people 20 clicks before you're at the break-even point, and you're not going to make any money at all on that shirt sale. If you make let's say for instance, the 21st click turns into a sale, then it'll cost you 25 cents to make that sale. But the byproduct and benefit of that would be is at least it shows up in the algorithm, and then you'll get boosted for your keywords. It might not be a lot of a boost, but it'll be some kind of a boost to get exposed organically to more people. So even that's just a win, even if you had to spend a little bit of money or you lost money on a particular campaign. But here's the thing, if 20 people have clicked your t-shirt sponsored listing and design and you've not sold one, you're doing something wrong. Whether it be with your keywords, your description, etc. It typically won't be the design, because people have clicked on the design because at least they've shown some kind of interest. I'd be extremely surprised if you've had 20 clicks on a t-shirt and not one sale. It's almost as if you can't lose. To some extent, you're going to lose money on certain campaigns, some aren't just going to work. Amazon might show it to the wrong people, and you're going to get people clicking on it just to browse. But either way, you need to be running AMS ads. Now, how many should you run at the 100 tier? As many as you can afford to. That's as simple as you can put it. Your daily budget of $5 a day isn't going to get spent anyway on automatic targeting. It's just not. Show me any campaign that's running automatic targeting with a $5 a day budget that gets spent in a single day. It's unlikely. I've never had it anyway, put it that way. When I was really starting out in the beginning, a while back now. Third point is this, and I'll get onto it. Okay, you're going to have to start posting on social media if you're not doing already. You've got 100 slots and 100 t-shirts there to fill. So every time that you upload a shirt, and I've said this in a previous video again, but you need to start posting social media once you go live with a new t-shirt. Where would you do that? Where the best place is to start posting on social media? Number one, in my opinion, is going to be Reddit. Now, people might debate as to what the best kind of platforms are to start posting, but Reddit has the viewers, has the eyeballs, etc., and these subreddits dedicated to your niche, your audience that you're trying to target. What's the best way to go about slipping your t-shirts in and promoting it on a subreddit? Best thing you can do, or the best way to put it, would be this. If you post your design, you don't have to overthink it. It just needs to keep it short, sweet, and to the point, which would be this. You just post your design and write something of the lines of, just seeing this, it made me laugh. Anyone else? ? Or, I've just seen this, it made me smile. Anyone else? ? Just something simple. You want someone to engage. Obviously, you're going to be dropping your link there as well to the shirt. So if enough people see that, you're going to get some that will like it, will agree with you on whatever statement you've said about the shirt, and will click on the link. Start doing that on subreddits that are targeted to the related audience that your shirt's going to be about, and start posting there often. Little and often is the best formula. Another one, Pinterest, for instance. Best thing you can do with Pinterest would be very simply is to post the same design multiple times in different colours, so that once you pin something, you can put your keywords in there and what the t-shirt's about, and the more you do that and more of them that you've got in different colours, the more people that are going to see it. They're going to be able to, it's going to be searchable, and more people are going to be able to find it and ultimately relate back to the Amazon listing page, buy your shirt, etc. As far as Facebook groups and online forums that are dedicated to the target market that your t-shirt's about, now this isn't a tricky one. This is just very simple. It's just that most people will be able to sniff from a mile away that you're trying to sell them your t-shirt or whatever t-shirt you're posting. You do need to engage with the audience and the group and the community of the online forum or the Facebook group. Maybe even for a few hours, a few days, whatever it needs, wherever you feel comfortable that it'd be accepted for you to post a t-shirt and a link to the t-shirt. Again, follow the same formula as what you would do on Reddit if you post into Facebook groups and online forums, which is make a statement about the t-shirt and ask, does anyone else agree? And leave the link there. That's the way you're going to get engagement. If you're going to put something on the lines of and write with a posting, just created this, here's a link to buy, or buy this now, or fantastic shirt, ain't going to work. The amount of engagement that you're going to get will be minimal, whilst as opposed to trying to engage someone with it. If you make a statement, ask if they agree. Does anyone else like this? Just seeing this t-shirt, thought it was great. Does anyone else like it? Question mark. If you're adding some kind of engagement, some group, community kind of chit chat about the t-shirt first, that's what's going to spark sales, because ultimately the people that buy it, believe it or not, aren't going to be the ones that are talking about it on the post. It's going to be someone who's seen that there's a lot of comments on it. They're going to make their own judgment for themselves whether they like it or not, and click the link, thus taking them to convert it into a buyer and buy it through Amazon. That's kind of the best 3 things that I've got at this moment. Why I'm saying that is because when you're at the 100 tier, you need to understand it's going to pick up speed, it's going to pick up momentum from that point. So however long it's taken you to get to the 100 mark, it ain't going to take you as long to get to the 500 mark. That one I can pretty much guarantee. You've got more slots to pay with, you've got more volume, and you've got more ways to go about things, and you already know what niches are already working and where you've already made sales before. So you're going to be able to focus down on certain niches more than others and try to spread yourself thin across many different niches. Anyway guys, that's kind of my 2 cents on that. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, I'd love it. It really means a lot to me, and subscribe, and I'll bring more content like this soon enough. Anyway guys, hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.